Hi, and welcome back to It Figures. So tonight I actually have something that I need to fix because I had reviewed all four of these figures about a week or two ago because my other channel, Box Office Maniacs, we are going through all the original Turtle films and reviewing them, and I believe we just put up the last one last Friday, but we still have one more review to put up over there. So because I was doing that over on this channel, I decided to bring you these, the Turtle figures. Only problem is, all of these are fake, which I didn't even realize until a fan pointed it out to me, and I would like to say his name, but I actually took all the reviews down, so I don't even have what his name was that pointed it out. So if you're watching this, please leave a comment so I can say, oh hey, this is who pointed it out to me. He said something like, oh, I don't want to burst your bubble, but all these reviews you've been doing all week are fake figures. Because I thought these guys were NECA figures. And I actually got them fairly cheap, and I guess that would have... Oh, here's a hammer. This hammer does not go with these figures. The Turtles do not use a hammer. So yeah, I think that the first indication that these were fake should have been how cheap they were, because these are not made by NECA anymore. They're pretty much out of print. I mean, I don't even think you can buy them from NECA. If you can, good luck trying to find them. You can only find these things on secondary markets, and when you do find them, all four of these things are probably $200 to $300 for a whole set. So I didn't want to spend that, so I actually got on Wish.com, and first time I ever used it, and I was looking these figures up because I have an arcade machine of the Turtles that I just bought, which is also on my other channel that I reviewed. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to have the original looking Turtles on top of the arcade machine to show them off. So I got on there and found all four of these guys for $30. And again, should have been some sort of clue to me saying, hey, $30 for a $200 set. I cannot say it out of all the years that I've been running It Figures, and I've been running It Figures for about 12 years now, between this channel and my other channel, because I actually started this on my other channel and I moved it over here to its own channel, because I figured it needed its own channel. But anyway, literally 12 years I've been running this channel, and I only have 300 views on here, so... But this channel here, I've only been running for, I don't know, a couple years, and I haven't really done that many posts over here, and I need to start doing a lot more to get more views, obviously, because I love doing it. Alright, back to the Turtles here. So, as I was saying, I thought that these were NECA figures. So right here is the original NECA figure, and this is the fake one. I mean, it's exactly the same sculpt, except the paint job is different. Now, saying this, you can look at both these sculpts, and a lot of these rip-off companies will try to make a figure kind of the same, but there's always something a little different about it. I mean, sculpt-wise, because they can't reproduce the same exact sculpt, but with this one, they actually did. If you look at the sculpt of the heads, and the bandana, the shells, the weapons, everything is the exact copy. These are the same exact figures, the same exact molds of the figures. Even the cuts in their shells are exactly the same, except for you can see this one's brighter because it's painted differently. This is a fake one, and this is NECA's. And you can see NECA's is kind of old, and the paint's actually starting to peel, and some of his parts of his sword fell off the back there. I only bought Leo and Raphael on the original run, and never got Michelangelo or Donatello, and I don't know why I never got them. I guess I wasn't expecting these to be $200 for an entire set now. So my thing here is this. I'm not going to sit here and say to go out and buy a rip-off figure. However... NECA does not make these figures anymore. So anyone that is selling these figures are selling them for a profit. They're selling them, like I said, for $200 a piece. Now, that being said, if you wanted these figures and you don't have $200, this is a good alternative figure for that. Because it is the exact same figure, as I've been saying. Now my question really becomes, how? How is this the same sculpt as this, and this is a knockoff, and this isn't? So this is a packaging that they came in, and it's sort of like a tube-like packaging. And the original Turtles didn't come in a packaging like this. They came in more of a blister pack, I believe it was, or it was on a card. I don't remember which one. But this is sort of like a tube-like packaging, and the original ones apparently never came out this way, which I did not know that after buying them. Now, you look on the bottom here, and it even has NECA stamped on there. It's a fake, yet they use NECA's name, and they even have the website. So how do you know this is fake? It says made in China. So yes, this is where these came from, was China. And that is how you know these are fakes. Now, getting back to the figures, the question becomes, how did they do this? How did they replicate the exact same sculpt? The answer to that is nobody really knows. There are some rumors out there that when they were in production of the original ones, these here, that some people kept running them after the factory closed and made a bunch more of them, and then later on sold these as cheap ripoffs. But they're not cheap ripoffs. That's the thing. They are the same thing. So if you're a big fan of NECA and you're like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to be taking money out of NECA's pocket if I buy these guys. It's been about, what, 10 years, 15 years since they made these figures. And from what I also understand is once they made these figures, Playmates got the rights back to the Turtles again. So right after they made these, that's why they're so expensive. They didn't make a whole bunch of them because they just stopped making them because Playmates took the rights away from the Turtles, and that was it. So these went whoop, they went out the door, and in came these guys, the ripoffs. And normally I would be kind of mad about this because I thought I was actually buying the real thing, and I even presented it to you like the real thing, and I talked to you that NECA made these because I had no idea. And I really feel like an idiot because all week I brought you these guys and I was telling you, hey, these guys are real and they're from NECA and, they're just reproductions of the originals. So with all that said, I'm not really that upset about having these because I still like these figures. And I don't have $200 to buy the original NECA ones. And being that these are the same exact sculpt as the NECAs, except the paint job is different. And I actually like the paint job better on these than I do even NECA. I'm okay. I am absolutely okay having a ripoff figure like this. I don't have any issues. This is probably, as far as I know, like I said, the very first time I've ever been duped into buying something from a company that wasn't the actual company. I mean, I could have been duped in the past, as far as I know. I don't know what I was, but I might have been. And what really got me with this was NECA had its name. They put the actual name on the package. That's what really got me. And I think if it was a fake company, they wouldn't do that. I think they would get into some serious trouble. But apparently they did, and they didn't get in trouble, and they're still producing these. Now, they actually came out with two different types of these, actually. They came out with the ones that all had red headbands, and they actually came out with some that actually had the colored bands from like the animated show where they're all red and orange and blue and purple and whatever. So that's one of the ones you can really tell is fake because NECA never came out with those. They only came out with these, and I believe they came out with a black and white version of them as well. So the lesson here is do research. And I did do a little bit of research. I mean, when I saw them on Wish, I was like, wow, that's really cheap for these figures. I wonder why. And I thought, oh, well, maybe it's different packaging and they're selling it cheaper because of that. And I made sure the logo was on it. And then I did do a little bit of research, but I didn't do enough research, obviously, because I ended up with the fake Turtles. I will still display these, though, because I think they're awesome. I think they're super cool. And even though they're not made from the original company, I think that the sculpts are really great. And again, like I said, if you can't afford a $200 set, this is about the best thing you could possibly get because it is the exact same thing except for the painting. And I really apologize for bringing you guys fake figures. I will try not to do that again. And if they are actually fake figures and I find out that they're fake figures, I will, of course, come on here and apologize, say, hey, these are not real. And if any of you guys actually see me doing that, please tell me. Because the guy that pointed it out said, hey, you know, I wasn't trying to yell at you or anything. But I 100% appreciated him telling me that. Because I don't want to get on here and review something and portray it as a real thing, and it's not. So, yeah, I super appreciate him for doing that. So, there you have it. My apology for bringing you fake turtle figures for a week. And like I said, I did take them down. If you guys want me to put them back up so you can see that they're fake, and I could, you know, put that they're fake somehow on their on the thumbnails, and I can't go back and re-record the whole videos, obviously. But if you want to see them in detail and make up your mind if it's something you actually want to get, let me know. Or if you think I should just keep the video down and not promote fake figures, let me know that as well. Either way, thank you for watching here on It Figures, and thank you so much for pointing out mistakes that I make, because it is very important that I know these things. So if you're not yet a subscriber here on It Figures, I would highly appreciate it if you did hit that sub button and hit that bell so you can come back next time, and hopefully I got the real thing for you. So I'll see you next time here on It Figures.